I got the link sent.
Dude, I hate. Okay. What's up? The Europe news. Ending in Copenhagen. Ho ho ho.
Sweet.
The most pretty woman in the world, I've heard. Find out.
When are you leaving?
Bro, I gotta tell you, Jay Turner's music.
Okay, sweet. A month will be a good time.
Do we have any closures on gold or anything?
Maybe we just got a strong bearish.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Mhm.
I'm gonna have to, dude. We're flooded downstairs, so
What?
Well, yeah, the something under the sink came undone and was spraying water. Like her,
Spraying water?
yeah, like her whole first floor is flooded right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Like how deep?
Not too deep, like about an inch. And we stopped it. It's not, it could have been a lot worse. But
Oh,
yeah, like I walked downstairs to make a coffee. I'm like, what is that noise? Like, oh my gosh, the floor.
oh my
I could hear
gosh,
it coming
dude.
from up under the sink. And yeah, it just like one of that little twisty deals slipped off. And so it was just shooting water. I opened up the cabinet and just straight water hit me right in the forehead. Like
Uh,
I'll send this video, Cade.
I'm glad when you first said it, I was like, oh crap, did their pipes freeze and burst, you
That's
know?
the first thing I thought, but it was
Yeah.
just under the sink.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. It's the
All right.
project management company will come and do their thing with it, but
Got it.
it's,
No problem.
it's
I
like, dude,
rent.
what is going on? Oh man. Yeah, I'll have to send this video. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Uh, let's see.
Hmm.
I haven't saved my computer yet. Dang, I only caught the back end of it.
Of you?
No, Kate got in there.
Mm,
Oh my gosh, dude.
I want to see this.
Hold on, I get it. I won't show up my computer yet. He called create on the phone. Here, I'm just gonna send it to you guys, and you can send it in the group chat. Okay, it's not pulling up on my computer. Is that Jacob hopping on? Sounds like a freaking war room. It's Brett.
Here, now pull it up. Jeez, y'all's houses. That is.
Yeah,
Here, pull it up.
can y'all see that?
Yeah.
So I mean, you can see before Kate shuts it off, that was a straight shot of water going into the. And so I opened the cabinet up, dude, and it just smoked me in the face. You see that, Dad?
Yeah, that is crazy.
And Kate.
Had-
Shit.
Are we fucking serious right now?
So is there a click or you hold on?
I'm holding it.
You're
We'll
holding
turn
it?
it off.
yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
Bro,
just
that
a
is.
hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Just straight beam of water.
I feel like that would be loud,
It was so loud,
but
but
like,
not loud enough. We're all upstairs, and like Cade's got a noise machine. Like no one could have heard it. Uh,
yeah. But dude, that is a ton of water. I'm looking at even the free, like, before you even click on the video, how much water's just
yeah.
sitting there.
Oh no, it's a good amount.
That's always what you want to deal with when once you wake up.
Yeah. I just sent the video of you. Bro, the fuck? I'm sorry. What the hell was that? Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Did you see that video?
Yeah, I
Dude, look,
did. Yeah.
dude, look at this video. I'm just gonna show it. I put it on my story. But not good on my story. Yeah, they saw the floor. Let's see if you got just kicking through it.
Oh gosh, dude, that's so wild.
Oh, is that in your room? It's in the kitchen. Okay, good.
Dude, I literally went into our bathroom. Our
Um,
trim's already completely peeled off from just it swelling up.
I was
Yeah.
gonna take you.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so
say goodbye to security deposit.
my dad said he's probably have to come in. They said I have to redo all the cabinets, redo all the trim pieces, they said they maybe might have to redo the drywall just because it's
You know,
Get
Chris is on it.
Chris like, yeah, we'll get the insurance company. He said, don't worry about it, y'all gonna pay it down. I said, okay.
Yeah, I got this. I got this. Y'all are in good hands.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just pissed I can't make my coffee.
You should grab the coffee maker from down there.
Dude, that's not about it. I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah. There's nothing here.
Okay. Yeah, you might have to. Do you have to leave early?
Yeah, but not for. I'll need to start getting ready in about 2 hours.
Okay. I'll just be back and forth.
Less than, yeah, less than 2 hours.
Gotcha.
But
We should be set up on everything. Y'all can see
yeah.
my screen and all that.
Uh, yeah, I guess I'll just wait for you to get back to do
Or yeah, you want to
praying.
share your screen?
Yeah, I can do that. Nope, hold on. Let me do this. Just pray real quick and we'll do a top down. Dear God, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for all that you've blessed us with. Lord, thank you for another great week we've had here. Lord, just ask for wisdom as we look at the charts this morning. Lord, we're so grateful for you. We love you. In Jesus' name, amen. Let's do this. And then, all right, daily candle is just continuing bearish. I think it's 5,200 pips. Yeah, candle's about 5,200 pips. So that's the craziest daily candle I've seen. 4 hour, previous 4 hour closed up exhaustion like, but we're running into this support over here. So it could continue to reject this and move up, but we'll see what it looks like on lower time frames. The hour closed strong bearish. Our previous hour closed strong bearish. We got new hour open up, and yeah, I'm really just with like sales coming down, not interested in buys till we get up. But I think this right here we could go down here and tap targets into this area, which doesn't look like a lot, but it's 230 pips. So that's gold. Just continuing to move down. In Q, previous daily closed bearish, not very strong, but still above the range, what I would consider. 4 hour, no bottom wick. So we'll see what we do on NQ. I just like how gold it is moving a lot, but yeah, it could close back up bullish. This candle closes in an hour 40, so see what it wants to do. Um, hour close bearish. A lot of these time frames are just conflicting, and they have been all week, unfortunately. So we'll see what we got here on NQ. I like buys above here, sells below this level. So we'll see what we get. 15-minute. Yeah. That's what I got there. We'll probably keep an eye on gold here today. Uh, see what it wants to do. But,
We made it.
Yes. There you go. That's probably been the greatest thing this week. Look at this. I go to make my coffee and do this. It's like, yep, sales below this level. We're gonna didn't close up weak enough on the 15, with the 30 still open, so just melts to TP.
Love it.
Yes.
We're one step ahead. Those moves all week, yeah.
And that's what um this week we see it where it's like, yep, we see it. It didn't give us our playbook entry and like we stayed out. It sucks to see it go that way. Um, but there'll be other times where it's like, whew, man, that's why our playbook saves us right there.
Mm.
Because it'll be like, oh yeah, we would have gotten tapped in and then full stops. Hmm. Yeah, it really could. But it's also hard too, because like in this, that wick is 22 ticks, which in any other market condition would be completely fine,
Yeah.
but not here. Yeah, I mean, target's really been tapped on that.
Friday morning cruise light.
Yeah, I saw Jay's story, so I was like, yeah, he's not gonna be in here.
No, and like we've all been hooping and hollering, yelling AJ. Hadn't heard a peep, hadn't left his room. This whole place could be burning down, and he'd be screwed. Like, dude, it's not, it's bad. What are you doing?
We got red folder news here in a minute.
Are you leveraging fair game? That's actually pretty funny.
What?
AJ story. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
done.
know if I don't think I watched or like let me
No,
see.
you got watch his last one.
That's one I was like, I don't know if I reached that one. Dude broke. Oh yeah, I did see that one. Was
Get out of the line if you haven't passed your combine. Put it like, dude, shut up.
bro. He gosh, that's so bored. Jeez, look at the gap. Yes.
Mhm.
Pretty, pretty bro, right? Yeah, because ideally oh, what I'd be interested in is this candle right here closing up something like this, and then you can take buys coming back up into that range.
Jeez, dude. It take forever to draw your candles.
I mean, some of us aren't in a rush, okay?
Forever.
I'm just enjoying life out here. Take my time.
Get it?
Yeah. Let's do this. Just like that.
There you go.
And that way, the 30-minute would look something like this. Because I almost wouldn't even be opposed to waiting on the 30-minute. If we get some bullish candle.
I agree.
Ink.
Trump's supposed to announce a new Fed chair this morning.
Really? But that wasn't till later.
No, well, like, Powell's his
Still
term
in office, yeah.
yeah, till May, but Trump's gonna announce who.
Who's he supposed to announce, or what are people thinking?
That's chat.
Chata?
I forget his name, but he's pro crypto.
Bog water.
Kevin Warsh, former Federal Reserve governor, was the strongest and most discussed contender going into today, and early reports now say Trump has nominated him as his pick. He served on the Fed from 2006 to 2011. He is experienced and respected in financial circles.
Rise on. Yeah. Let's see.
Are you planning on taking anything pre New York AM? Man, it depends. If volume's there, maybe. But majority of our trades, we do take them before New York Open, but majority of them are around 8:30.
Volume sometimes just isn't as high pre-New York. But with these candles, it has
Yeah,
been.
makes it a little bit different.
Yeah, 400, 394 for this candle, this 15 minute. But yeah. We can close just like we talked about.
What strat do we use? We just it's like a supply and demand strategy, just simple price action. Um, we have a playbook that we follow. We trade a lot. Closures above and below the range, high time frame, low time frame correlation. We're big just on keeping it as simple as possible. Uh,
We have
yeah.
4 plays. We have 4 plays that we take. Breakout, care package, continuation, and the fade. So those are really the only 4 plays that we take.
So if this one
We were
closes
just
at
kind
the
of
top,
drawing up the. We were just drawing up a care package, or sorry, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, care package here. If this candle could close up above this range, um, s- above this range, we get something there to take it full TP all the way up next for the next candle. Because this is the area we're targeting. I would say partials, because we'll probably be doing MGC right around this level. So that's what we're looking for.
what strat do you like to use in Q? Is it Tyreek? Or in is it in yeah, MP Tyreek? Yeah, my bad. It's probably really far off with that.
Look at that boy Duke.
Hey, dude.
I like it. All these 5 minutes just closing up Doji. Um, Dak, if we get that again, I'm gonna do that same sort of thing that we were talking about last night
Yeah,
on MG uh on
on one
MGC and then
account.
on GC.
Yeah, I like it.
But
Would you guys say your strat is L or B? What does ORB mean? I don't think I've heard of ORB. Opening range breakout. Yeah. A lot of the trades we take are either opening range or, I mean, it just depends. Range 2 breakouts as well.
Yeah, there's different little plays within the plays, I would say, that we take too. But hmm,
It's too weak of a closure.
yeah,
What are
it
you
did
looking
close
for?
above that support, which I liked, but
Yeah, just having to take that on the break of the eyes too.
now if 30-minute closes too,
Yeah, that's what I would
closes up
recommend on as
above.
well.
Mm-hmm. But 15's not strong enough in mind.
Yeah, if you want, and Q Tyreek, if you want to go to our website, we have a intro video and we kind of break down what we trade, how we trade, and where we came from. If you just want to check it out, get a better understanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this, with how bearish gold is, I would definitely like a 30-minute closure to go counter trend.
Oh, for sure. Just extra confirmation.
Yeah. But, mhm. So, so did you end up bringing the coffee into your room?
Yeah, I'm fixing to make some. I need to run downstairs and get the filter. We'll be back.
Yeah, and I think the website should be linked in the description, or if you go under or click on free one-on-one call with Declan and then click around those tabs. Uh, the intro video is on like the home page.
Sometimes.
You trying to play music?
Yeah, can you hear it?
Yeah.
It's copyright free music,
No, dude,
bro.
I'm kind of rocking with the no music. I don't know. Kind of
Dude, you
peaceful.
know me, I was just getting bored.
I know. Dude, our this is gonna be a mess to try to clean up. Like they're probably gonna have to remove all the cabinets. It's not going to be good.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
He's no good. All right. Then let's play games on games on Google. Dun, 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 dun. Was so strong.
Play some mini golf.
Some mini golf?
Yeah.
Where?
It's not on that. I think you just have to search it up.
Mini golf. Right here?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Forget the instructions. Well, this is weird. Tell me someone saw that. Tell me someone saw that little hole-in-one right there. Declan over on his phone didn't even see it.
little hole in one, huh? That's what they give you that on your first go round.
That's what?
They give you that on your first go round, just to make you feel better about
Yeah.
it.
Oh my gosh, I forgot that thing's. Whoops. Okay.
That's the OG mini golf game, bro. You should be doing that every hole. How far it will take you.
No, that's what. I'm just going straight through it. Yeah. Okay. Dude, it's weird. All the controls are backwards. Oh, that's downhill. Okay. That makes more sense. Circa 2025. Dude, this putter's hitting it like a freaking driver. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna dip back below 5,000 before the session's over.
uh-oh, Jacob, you better sell your gold. It's worthless. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, we very well could go fill this range, but tops right here is what I would. Okay, I think I get it. Yeah, brother. Or four. Okay. Dang.
Hey,
I got 3 hole-in-ones so far.
oh, baby.
Dude, it's so weird because even what you can call it. I don't even think what game was like the OG game that like you remember Computer Lab?
Of course, it's cool math games.
Yeah, cool math games. What I feel like there was some other one like other
Nitro
than
type.
yeah, Nitro Type was fire.
It's Nitro
I'm
type.
I'm talking no, I'm talking like
Flappy Bird, Crossy Roads.
yeah, I'm talking like
We're in like second, third grade.
second, third grade, like that
Yeah.
sort of computer lab where they had those big
For
old
me, it was
blocky.
cool math game.
Yeah, I was trying to think what I felt like there was something else. I know Cool Math Games is still up and
Oh,
going.
it is. Played it the other day.
So you're next level board.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, dude, like I don't. The past month, I'd be interested to see how much time I've spent on YouTube watching just random videos.
Really?
Yeah.
What's been your best video? And the one you like the most?
Man,
Or a good video?
the I've been watching a bunch of Delta Force stuff, like how they
Really?
capture Maduro. Yeah, those
Dude.
dudes are legit.
Any military video, like hype video, is always so like, hey, uh, but let's go to
Look up Delta Force captured Maduro. Just how they did it. And I
almost
just like
from
to listen to the conspiracies behind like some of the other
this.
that one below. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't paid for YouTube Premium yet.
Brokey.
The CIA set the stage with a single building as bait and filled the sky with 150 aircraft to create a deafening sonic shield for the helicopters to drop Delta forces. 35s lit up the perimeter, turning night to day. By the time the dust settled, the helicopters had already touched down and Maduro was gone. We'll also look at how the US uses the F-35 jets in its Navy to launch a large-scale attack, all in the video ahead. In the dead of night that is 2 in the morning, the lights went out in Caracas. By 5 a.m., the president of Venezuela was gone. But how US played at deception games. While the whole world were focused on the aircraft carriers in the Caribbean, a shadow war was being fought on the ground. This wasn't an invasion, it was a surgical extraction. We finally have the declassified timeline of how US forces breached the heart of Caracas and extracted Nicolas Maduro. Let's start with step 1. The setup. This didn't happen overnight. For months, the U.S. had been tightening a naval quarantine around Venezuela. The U.S. Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group and the U.S. Iwo Jima Amphibious Ready Group were parked off the coast. The pretext was clear. The U.S. designated the Venezuelan government a narco-terrorist state, specifically targeting the drugs lords. But while the Navy squeezed the coast, intelligence assets were tracking one man. They waited for a specific window, a moment where Maduro was stationary and vulnerable. Step 2, the strike. It began at exactly 2 in the morning Venezuelan Standard Time. High above, several F-35 stealth fighters punch a hole through the enemy lines, destabilizing their anti-air defenses. Like these Russian S-300 missiles located all over the strategic high-value target. With the skies cleared, the path opens for Delta Force helicopters to fly straight towards the mission. Here comes the deception as the helicopters flew. The jets started firing with more strikes as it hit Fort Tuna, the main military base and command center, and La Carlota Air Base, destabilizing Venezuelan air support. Reports from the ground describe widespread explosions and a sudden communications blackout. The chaos wasn't the goal, it was the cover. But how did the raid happen? We have to look at step 3. Under the cover of the darkness and chaos, the Tier 1 operators went to work. But what is the exact unit tasked with the mission? It is the Delta Force, one of the most elite secretive special forces units in the US military. Witnesses in Caracas reported low-flying aircraft skimming the rooftops, flying well below radar coverage. The team breached a secure compound believed to be a safe house within the massive Fort Tuna complex. Resistance from the Venezuelan Presidential Guard was swift but ultimately futile, as the helicopters lay cover fire. The operators moved with surgical speed, landing on multiple points. But how exactly the capture and extraction happened? For this, let's look at step 4. Specialized helicopters hovered over the objective to insert the assault team. While dozens of attack helicopters laid down suppression fire, the Delta Special Forces descended and started the search for the high-value targets. How did they find him? Simple. The CIA had planted spy inside Nicolas Maduro close circle. While back in the US, Delta Force built an exact replica of his safe house, rehearsing the raid until they could do it blindfolded. While operators breached the room so fast, his security could not even react to the situation as the sound of flash grenades disoriented the security guard. Using blowtorch, they caught him before he could even lock all the doors. Maduro's shock and awe froze him as Delta Force breached the compound. Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, were physically secured. This wasn't a negotiation. They were detained and immediately moved to the extraction point. These aircraft are capable of performing urban extractions from buildings and refueling in midair. Within minutes, they were airborne, leaving Venezuelan airspace and heading to a secure floating staging base in the Caribbean. This Operation Southern Spear has changed the geopolitical map of South America overnight. But wait before after the extractions, there were reports of F-35 jets also leading the tip of the spear for the attack. We'll look how the United States used F-35 jets instead of F-16s for operations in Venezuela, because this is a well-organized and militarized Venezuela has positioned advanced Russian S-300 missile systems, Chinese radar networks, integrated Russian air defenses, and Shahed drones along its borders. This creates a highly lethal and challenging environment that older F-16s would struggle to survive. As stated, around 150 aircrafts and a massive 8 U.S. destroyers were stationed there. It also has 3 amphibious aircraft carrier and surveillance plane to turn it into a massive command and control juggernaut capable of overcoming a modern military's air defenses. Signals a readiness to counter Venezuela's entire air defense network if necessary. But why Venezuela Air Force failed to intercept? As of 2025, Venezuela's fighter jet fleet consists mainly of approximately 21 Sukhoi Su-30 multirole fighters delivered by Russia between 2006 and 2008, which now form the backbone of their combat air power. Additionally, they maintain about 5 operational F-16 Fighting Falcons from an older batch, including 3 single-seat F-16As and 2 two-seat F-16Bs. These F-16s are aging and suffer from limited maintenance and part support due to U.S. sanctions, although they have been supplemented with Israeli upgrades. Venezuela acquired its F-16 jets from the United States through a foreign military sales agreement called Peace Delta in May 1982, during a period of good diplomatic and military relations. They were the first Latin American country to receive the F-16, with deliveries occurring between 1983 and 1985.
Wife said, "You win, we'll fly to Asia. If I win, we'll fly to Paris. Bet you won't get toned with just Tai Chi walking before Christmas."
The reason the U.S. does not
Ads that they tailor to you, dude.
Do what?
Look at the ads that they tailor to you, you freak.
Yeah, you know me. In case you're wondering what gold was doing, this. Good heavens.
Thank you. I like.
Yep. Bro, I swear that like, look at all these other candles. Like, like very few top,
No.
like what is with like not having wicks here lately?
I think
Like,
that just partly comes with such high volatility that like the candle just doesn't have time to
does
make.
not care. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I have to start getting ready in about 30 minutes.
Gotcha.
I just finished developing the first stock trading tool of its kind, designed to help you dial up or dial. You've probably heard that Bitcoiners say never sell your Bitcoin, but of course that raises
Turn it down just a bit on your.
Turn it down.
Yeah, it's just a bit loud.
How do you retire and pay
Yeah.
your expenses without selling? And more importantly, when you ask that question, it exposes a much bigger problem, one that explains why nearly half of boomers today can't afford to retire. And it's not because they picked the wrong investments.
Is
It's
this his
because
new video?
the model
Yeah, 17 hours ago, I think it said.
they were taught
Watch that.
or their advisors use is fatally flawed. So in this video, I'm going to show you why your retirement plan is broken. How? Using Bitcoin or any other asset, you can fix it. And even better, you could reach your goals in a fraction of the time. You ready? Let's go. All right, we're going to shift the entire way that you're thinking about this so you can achieve your goals in a fraction of the time, while most people actually never even achieve them. Now, trying to understand your retirement and how much money you need and what assets to invest in, it's sort of like a puzzle. It's not just really a puzzle, it's actually a math problem. I'm going to break down the math for you. But the problem is that most people think retirement is some like pre-programmed track that I get good grades, I get a good job, I save for 30 or 40 years, and then I end up at this point where I could stop and I could live off of my income. But the problem is twofold. The data shows us this. Number one, nearly half of baby boomers today have no savings. So this pre-programmed track that people are going on, it doesn't work. It hasn't worked. Half of people have no savings. That's pretty bad. But it also fails for other reasons. And I'm going to show you why it's fatally flawed.
Bro, out of everything that I've heard, like Mark Moss has been the guy that's convinced me the most.
Yeah.
Like a lot of his stuff.
Just look at the data
I
here
agree.
quick, because it gets even worse. We can see that of the half that actually do have some money, the median savings of these boomers is about $200,000.
It gets even worse. The fatal flaw of traditional retirement planning tells us that based on the 4% rule, the 4% rule means that I'm able to sell 4% of my assets every year to live. I'm going to break the math for you. But based off of that, on the $200,000 of median savings of the half that even have it, that retirement income would be about $8,000 per year. Of course, it takes a lot more than $8,000 per year to live today. On average, it says here, U.S. households between the ages of 55 and 64 spend over $78,000. Not $8,000, $78,000. Now, this has another flaw, which typically your advisor will tell you that when you retire, you'll spend less money. That sounds pretty bad. When I retire, I want to go enjoy myself. I want to go travel around the world. I want to take my wife all over the place. And I probably want to spend more money than I do right now, not less. Don't worry, we're going to get to all that. But retirement planning fails for one reason. And it's not they didn't save enough. It's not the wrong assets. It's not because of the 4%. Those are all part of it. It's the selling. It's not the timing. That's part of it. It's not the assets. That's part of it. I'm going to show you all that. But it's the selling. You see, they're going to sell down their assets at 4% a year. I'm going to show you why this is flawed. But then the hope is that I hope I die before I hit zero. What if I don't? Well, let me show you a better way to think about this. Okay, so there's a default model that most people are on. Again, as I already told you, right? I'm going to work for 40 years and I'm going to hopefully put, 5 or 10% away a year. I'm going to save that money. It's going to go into a 401k, Roth, IRA. It's in my house, whatever. And then hopefully one day I can live under the sun on a beach chair and do nothing all day, drink Mai Tais, and I can retire. And then again, the fatal flaw is that I'm going to sell off my assets a little bit, little by little by little. And then hopefully I don't run out before I die. But just think about the math. I mean, think about how could you save 10% a year for 30 or 40 years and then live on 100% income for 30 years? Like, obviously that doesn't work. So it's built also on assumptions. So for example, it assumes that markets need to stay stable. Great. The new GoDaddy Arrow has AI marketing tools to help
It's the most YouTube I've watched in
You've been
forever.
alive for longer than a couple of weeks. Case. Number two, it relies.
Just don't watch enough YouTube.
Again, that is not accurate as well. Let me show
You
you.
can start watching enough YouTube after you got it. It'd be good for you.
Example. It's called retirement model.
Yeah, I need more than 24 hours in a day then.
Let's go to 1 million. Now, if you have 100,000, you can adjust that. If you have 10 million, you can adjust that as well. I like to use round numbers. Now, it gets a little bit worse here because what we can see is that the average person that's using a plan advisor, they're going into something called a 60-40 portfolio, index funds, equities, and bonds. Now, I'm going to use an 8% number, but really that number is about 6%, 8%. But the reality check is that the cost of living is going up by about 10%. Not 6%, 7%, not 8%, 10%. So even if I'm making the 8%, I'm actually losing money every single year. I'm not making money. My purchasing power is going down. Sure, my account statement looks like I made money, but my purchasing power is going down. So the net reality is that my portfolio grows at minus 2% real rates per year. And that's even before I start withdrawing the money. That's just as it's saving and growing, I'm losing 2%. Let me show you what I'm actually talking about so you're not just listening to me. I'll give you the receipts here. So this is from 2005 to 2025, the 20-year time span. We can see the S&P 500 did about 10 to 11%. That's great. So if all I did was put it into an index fund, the S&P 500, I kept up about with the rate of cost of living going up. I stayed about even. But if I do what my advisor tells me, what almost everybody in America that uses an advisor is some sort of like a 60-40 portfolio, that did about 6.5 to 7%, meaning I'm losing about 3% per year in that. And if I use like Ray Dalio's all-weather type portfolio, so a lot of advisors will put you in something like this, meaning diversify across a broad basket like Ray Dalio, you only did 5.5 to 6% over the last 20 years, which means you're losing about 5% of your portfolio per year, negative compounding, and that's even before I start withdrawing. That's a big problem. Now, we also have the income gap problem. Again, you don't need 8,000 a year to live. I don't know if you can live on 78,000. I'm thinking maybe, 120,000. You figure out what that number is for you, but on this hypothetical number of $1 million, if I'm using the 4% safe withdrawal number, that'd be 40,000. Again, still not enough, not for me. What I think actual living needs are going to be closer to 120,000, which means it's not 4% I need to withdraw. I need to withdraw 12% annually. All right. That's the reality for most people. But this model breaks even before the market volatility kicks in, even before my lifestyle costs continue to rise. We're not even putting those in right now. I'm going to keep this pretty simple for you. But let me show you what this sort of looks like. So if I'm doing this in a traditional retirement plan, and then I'm going to show you a better one, don't worry. In a good market, I started with $1 million. I got 8% growth. Good job. Now, that's assuming I didn't listen to my advisor. I didn't do a Ray Dalio portfolio. I didn't do a traditional 60/40 portfolio. This is like all index funds. So I grew a little bit. But then I needed 120,000 withdraw. So I end up with 960,000 per year. That's in a good year. That's the problem. That's in a good year. This is like a best case scenario. And so what happens is Einstein called compounding interest the eighth wonder of the world. Those who know it earn it. Those who don't know it pay it. So there's no neutral here. I'm either growing or I'm shrinking. And we can see exactly what this looks like, the compounding problem. If I'm holding my assets, they're compounding over time. But if I continue to sell them over time, withdrawing that 4%, or in this case 12%, my portfolio is going down to zero. And again, I'm racing the clock, trying to, I hate to say die before I run out of zero. Now, what happens during a bad year? That was in a good year. What about a bad year? What if we had like a 20% market drop, like we see happen all the time? It happened in 2025. It happened in 2020. It happened, right? We see it over and over. Well, now I see a big drop, say a 20% market drop. And I entered at 800,000. Now my portfolio is down to 640,000. But the cost of living didn't drop. I still need the 100 or the 120, which then means I'm taking it all the way down to 520,000, a 35% drawdown in one single year. That's the problem. Okay, don't worry. There's some fixes to this. I'm going to show you what this looks like. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to shift our mindset from being a consumer and thinking about selling and consumption, being an owner. Okay, it's a big shift. It's a mental shift we can all make. An owner thinks about their wealth continuing to grow for long periods of time, like a business. It just creates value. I own a home over a long period of time, the home is worth more money. So I want to think about wealth over a long period of time continuing to grow. I want to think about growing those assets forever and then using the growth from those assets to fund my life, not to consume them, but to allow them to continue to grow over a long period of time. Selling would then only be optional, and that would only be sort of if I wanted to get rid of one asset to buy another asset, for example, and then I can optimize for my time in my life. So now I can live the lifestyle that I want, and I could live as long as I want, and I could give this system to my heirs, and they could reap the benefits of this system. But a consumer mindset is that the wealth only diminishes. So what I just showed you, right? I'm selling off 4% a year and it's dwindling down. And in bad markets, it goes down even faster. And then maybe it's zero. It's diminishing the whole time. Selling assets, I have to sell them to pay for my bills, to fund my lifestyle. I have to sell everything off. I'm consuming those assets.
This AI can forecast US stock prices to the penny. This is where it says NVIDIA stock will.
Selling becomes mandatory. I have to sell if I want to pay my bills. And now time and price are the dominant risk. It's a big problem. There's three bigger costs that most people don't understand about this. Let me show you what they are. Here's the real hidden costs of selling. Number one, the compounding stops. Remember, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. And so the asset is doubling and it's compounding on the compounding on the compounding. So the way it works, you could take a number, say if I'm making a 10% return, I divide it by 72, and that would give me how long it takes to double. So say at 10%, it's every 7 years. So it goes from 1 million to 2 million to 4 million to 8 million to 16 million. Those doubles get really big towards the end. But if I sell the asset, the compounding stops. I lock it in. It never grows anymore. Number two, then I have massive tax drag. So on top of it, not only have I stopped the compounding, all that future growth potential is gone.
Yeah, look at this deck. On gold.
Sick.
So yeah, we're like, yep, we'll go down here. We'll tap targets from up here. And then it was like, yep, now that we're down here, should go up around here, even possibly come up here. And so,
Yeah, just tough.
yep.
Nothing we can do.
Nope. I like it. Now a closure here wouldn't be bad. Something I think he wanted to do this. Let me make sure that it's actually getting volatility. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
When do you have to start getting ready?
Here at 45.
Okay. I gotta make a phone call real quick. It'll
Okay.
take like 5 minutes.
Good luck, soldier.
Thank you.
Just Hey guys, if we can get a strong bearish closure here on NQ, something like this, I'd be interested. But if we don't get that, then I'm good. Q here, because we got a lot of range. Base hit right around this level, right around here.
I like it.
And then you got next place I'd take profit is wick fill, support here, and I'd like it. Yeah, we'll see if we get it here. But it's got to look something like that, top wick, and so. Let's see. That'd be a 15-minute care package, 30-minute. Let me clear that line. There's NQ open. There's New York open. Sheesh.
Yeah, look good for a bit there.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it's got room to go up on the 30 here. Just scares me with that power. But goodbye, NQ. I also just don't like taking buys right here too. This with that support, but yeah, their house flooded. I think he's on the phone right now, Zane. But yeah, it flooded like something under the sink got unscrewed somehow and flooded their whole apartment. Flooded the whole house. Or just the downstairs actually, so but Yeah, we're right on about direction each time. Um, just didn't get an entry, so had it from here down, but and then from here on up. I'm
All right.
probably gonna, yeah, I'm gonna start getting ready.
All right, I'll
So I
shut
have
it.
some extra time, but
You're good.
because that is
You just hate us. You're
yep,
not dedicated to the craft.
I'm not dated.
Did you tell Zane what happened?
Yeah, I said that their house like a pipe under
Yeah,
y'all sink came unscrewed.
AJ flooded it. Or blended it on
AJ,
AJ. Nah.
yeah, AJ did.
Yeah, somehow a pipe or like it wasn't a pipe. It was the
Came
hose, the
unscrewed.
pressure hose. I don't know. I don't, dude. I'm so clueless when it comes to this stuff. It slipped off, and dude, I luckily it had only been going on for probably an hour. But I walked downstairs to make coffee, and I just hear this weird noise, and I step in a puddle of water, and I'm like, uh-oh. And I could hear it coming from the sink, and I open it up, dude, and just water straight to the face. If you go back up, you can watch the video, Cade.
Yeah, Zane, if you're able to, I think you should be able to scroll up and see the video. But I'll still be on, but I'm gonna start getting ready.
Gotcha. I'll be back. This 15 wants to close bearish. We can look for sales coming down. So that right there, close up, and then sell off the break of those lows. We've got the hourly wanting to come back down. This is getting kind of fade-like on the 15-minute. We've printed 3, 15, 3 bullish candles in a row. This one closed up weak bullish, showing signs of exhaustion. 30-minute wants to close up bearish. Sells down into this level. That's what I'll be looking for. Where's that piece? She got hit by some.
Welcome back to you. Welcome back to your basket news.
I'm liking the way this is shaping up. We'll see if we get the closure in 7 minutes. Well, every time. It's so loud. Whenever you hear recording in progress, just know that we might be getting into a trade pretty soon. Could be y'all's indicator. Dude, goodness gracious. This was our target right here. We still have range coming down. Which is wild, that's still 170 ticks. Like, usually this right here in a regular market is 40 ticks, maybe 20 to 40. But yeah, 4 hour, it's bearish. We still have this wick to fill, more room to come down. Hourly coming back, close up weak. 30-minute bearish, grab those highs. 15-minute, almost fade like, but closure back below. We'll take this on the break of the lows. If we get the closure into this level at 50.45. Gonna need a top wick. All that. Or gold just might go straight to targets before we even get a chance to get into this. Like, let's see. Yeah, there it is. So there goes that idea. I don't like sells anymore now that the 4 hours tapping targets. It's tough. I'm gonna stay on till about 10 today. Just gonna stop the YouTube live stream and we can hang out on Zoom. But yeah, it's tapping targets. Like once again, we're spot on with direction and we're calling these plays, but sometimes I mean, lately it's felt like all the time we just don't get the timings off and we don't get the entry, but that will come. There's gonna be weeks where timing's everything and we get trades every session, you know, so it's good to see that we're not like just pushing all-time highs now. The volatility is still there, obviously, but it's good to see that we have somewhat of a market structure opposed to just pushing up with no pullbacks. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the YouTubes. It's not letting me. We almost had a little something right there, but they decided to run off on us in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, we got a lot of volume still.
Yeah, I'm staying on. I don't know, it's not letting me end the YouTube live stream. I think you'll just have
Yeah.
to do it.
Okay. Did you take over?
Reclaim host. It's not giving me the option to reclaim it.
Okay. Watch this. What about now?